All right, solving log equation. So let's start with a quote. Falling in love with taking care of yourself, mind, body, and soul. There's only one you. You are truly once in a lifetime. Amen. All right. Fun fact, when a dog sees its owner, their brain releases oxytocin, the same chemical found in humans who are in love or bonding with friends. Isn't that the cutest thing ever? Oh, and yeah, this is just a cute picture I had drawn of my baby, Aldebaran. He's the cutest. But isn't that so fun? Like, every time I come home and see Aldebaran, he's like, I'm in love with you. That's so cute. Okay, anyways, that makes me want to go home and see my dog. So log equals log equations. So we're going to use a one-to-one property here. So if log base b of m equals log base b of n, that means m equals n. Okay. And then we need to check for extraneous solutions. So you cannot have a negative. So this cannot be negative. So we need to check and just make sure when we're doing these, we don't get negative values right there. Okay? So let's look at examples. So we have log base 5 of 5x plus 9 equals log base 5 of 6x. Well, since they're the same base, we can just cancel them, and we have 5x plus 9 equals 6x, and then solve this equation. So subtract that 5x, and you get x equals 9. Okay, in case you don't know what I just did, subtract the 5x. Cool. And we need to check, make sure that doesn't cause an extraneous solution. So I'm just going to plug in 9 for the x. And we get 45 plus 9, which is 54. So that's good. Plug in 9 for the x on the other side, and you also get 54. So we're good. Okay. Let's do this one. So log base 2 of 1 minus 4n equals log base 2 of 2n plus 43. Cancel those log base 2's, and we get 1 minus 4n equals 2n plus 43. So I'm going to subtract this 2n to this side, and I get 1 minus 6n equals 43. Subtract the 1, so negative 6n equals 42 divided by negative 6. So n equals negative 7. Okay. And then we'd have to double check this. So then I'm going to take this and I'm going to plug it in here, and I'm going to plug it in here. So I have 1 minus 4 times negative 7, which is 1 plus 28, which is 29. So that's positive and we're good. We have 2 times negative 7 plus 43. So that's negative 14 plus 43, which equals, not 49, 29. So we are good. Okay, I'll just click through this. Yep. Okay, this one. Okay, so this is where we have to apply the properties of logarithms. So since they're being added, this is the same as multiplication. So then I'm going to do log base 4, or log of 4 times y plus 5 equals log of 72. So this is log of 4y plus 20 equals log of 72. Logs cancel, so we have 4y plus 20 equals 72. Subtract the 20. We have 52 equals 4y, and divide it by 4. So we end up with y equals, is that 13? Can I do math in my head? Yeah. We need to double check, so I'm just going to plug it into the one with the y right there. So that's going to be 13 plus 5, which is 18, which is positive, so we're good. Okay, the other way to check would just be to plug this in and put that whole left side of the calculator in and make sure it equals the right side. Okay. So we could click through this. Yep. Okay, this one. So now, again, we need to apply our properties. So the first thing I'm going to do is move that 2 over. So this is going to be log 3 of 2p minus 5 equals log 3 of 6 squared minus log 3 of 4. which this is log 3 of 36, log 3 of 4, so that's going to be log 3. Subtraction goes with division, so 36 over 4, which is log 3 of 9. And this equals the log 3 of 2p minus 5. Cancel those. I'm just going to come up here and do it. So we have 2p minus 5 equals 9. Then we can solve it. So add the 5. Get 2p equals 14. Divide by 2. So p equals 7. Okay, we can check it by plugging it in. So that's going to be 2 times 7 minus 5, which is 14 minus 5, which is 9. That's positive, so we're good. Okay. Can click through this. We end up getting the same thing, obviously. Yep. Okay, this one. So we have those log base 4s. So they cancel, and I'm left with m squared equals 18 minus 7m. So what do we have to do here? Factoring. Factoring is never going away. I will say this literally for as long as I teach high school. Factoring is never going away. So then I'm going to move everything to one side. So I am going to add the 7m to this side. And I'm going to subtract the 18. So we get m squared plus 7m minus 18 equals 0. So we're seeing what multiplies to be negative 18 adds to be 7. It's 9 and negative 2. So this is going to be m plus 9, m minus 2 equals 0. So then this one we get m equals negative 9. This one we get m equals 2. Now let's check them, see if they work. So I'm going to plug this in up here. So negative 9 squared is 81. So that one works for that side. Let's plug it into the left. So 18 minus 7 times negative 9, which is 18, plus 63, which is 81. So that works. Let's plug in the 2. So 2 squared is 4. That one works. 18 minus 7 times 2 is 18 minus 14, which is 4, so that also works. Okay, they won't always work, so just something to keep in mind. We can go through this. Excellent. Okay, this one right here. So first we need to combine these. So we have log 2k squared equals log k squared minus plus 16. So these cancel, and I'm left with 2k squared equals k squared plus 16. Factoring. What's that commercial like? Da-na-na. You probably don't even know what I'm talking about. I don't even know what I'm talking about, but let's move everything to one side. Or we could solve this by square rooting if we wanted to. So this would be k squared equals 16. I could square root that. So you get k equals positive 4 and negative 4. Plug these in. So I'm going to plug it in here and here. So 4 squared is 16. 4 squared plus 16 is 16 plus 16, which is 32. So that one works. And it's going to work when we plug negative 4 in also. So negative 4 squared is 16. Negative 4 squared plus 16 is 32. Okay. So let's go through this. Cancel them. Factoring is never going away. I did this one by difference of squares. So the other way to do this is by difference of squares. Move everything to one side and get k squared minus 16. So then that's going to be k minus 4 and k plus 4. So that's going to be k equals 4 and k equals negative 4. Check them. They both work, so we're good. Cool. Oh, bye. That's all.